My beloved child, listen to me now. Do not scroll away. Do not delay. Do not tell yourself you will return to this later. This moment is not ordinary, and these words did not reach you by accident. I am speaking to you now because now matters. This very moment carries weight. Heaven is watching what you do with what you are hearing right now. I am not here to frighten you. I am here because love speaks urgently when timing matters. Open your heart for a moment. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel stronger. Not when life becomes quieter. Now, because what you choose to do in these next moments will quietly shape what comes next in your life. You may not feel ready. You may feel tired. You may feel unsure why you are even listening. But listen closely. If this were not meant for you, you would not be here. I do not interrupt lives without purpose. I do not call my children without reason. You are not early. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. I know how long you have waited. I know how many times you hoped something would change. I know how many prayers you whispered when no one was listening. I know how often you told yourself to expect less so it would hurt less. I saw the strength you showed others, and I saw the exhaustion you hid behind it. Today is different. Today is marked. There are moments that pass quietly and moments that carry destiny. This is not a passing moment. Something has been prepared for you, not created today, not decided today, prepared long before you realized you needed it. And what stands between you and what is ready is not worthiness. It is not effort. It is not perfection. It is response. Will you open your heart now, or will you hesitate because fear has trained you to delay joy? I know the voice that says, "What if nothing happens again?" I know the memories that taught you to guard yourself. I know the disappointment that taught you caution. But hear me clearly. This is not the same season. You are not the same person. And I am not doing the same thing. I see heaven leaning in. I see prayers rising that you thought were forgotten. I see movement where you assumed there was silence. Your miracle is not being prepared. It is already prepared. What remains is your willingness to receive. Do not confuse urgency with danger. This urgency is opportunity. This urgency is alignment. This urgency is love calling you forward, not pushing you away. I am not disappointed in you. I am pleased with you. Even now, you have been standing at the edge of change without realizing it. You felt restlessness you could not explain. You felt a stirring that did not leave. That was not anxiety. That was preparation. I was softening your heart so what I speak now can take root quickly. Some seeds take time. Some moments require immediate planting. This is one of those moments. You have delayed before waiting for certainty. You waited for proof. You waited for reassurance. And fear dressed itself as wisdom. But today, I tell you plainly, your miracle is not waiting on proof. It is waiting on trust. Trust does not mean you understand everything. It means you open your heart even when questions remain. I am not asking you to run blindly. I am asking you to step willingly. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to be faithful. Faith sometimes looks like listening, even when part of you wants to protect itself from hope. Heaven is not watching to judge you. Heaven is watching to respond to you. Every movement of your heart matters right now. Every wall you lower. Every quiet yes you whisper, every tear you release. I am closer than you realize. There are doors that only open when you respond immediately, not because I rush you, but because delay gives doubt time to speak. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is obedience, and you are more ready than you think. You have learned how to survive. Today I am calling you to receive. Survival taught you endurance. Receiving will teach you how to live. Do not scroll past this moment. Do not treat it as just another message. You asked for change. You asked for relief. You asked for a sign. This is your sign. This is your invitation. This is your moment. Stay with me, because what comes next will explain why the waiting lasted so long, and why this moment changes everything. My beloved child, stay with me. Do not let your attention drift now. What I am about to share will answer questions you have carried quietly for a long time. You asked why the waiting lasted so long. You wondered why silence stretched further than you thought you could endure. You questioned whether you were ignored, forgotten, or set aside. Listen carefully now. The waiting was never punishment. The silence was never rejection. The delay was never evidence that I had turned away. I was never absent. I was working where you could not see. I was preparing what could not arrive before its time. I was strengthening you in ways words alone could not. I know how heavy the waiting felt. I know how hope felt drained from you. I know how often you compared your life to others and felt left behind. You questioned yourself. You replayed decisions. You wondered if you chose wrong, prayed wrong, believed wrong. Release that weight now. You did not miss me. You did not fail me. You were not forgotten. I was protecting you. There were things you asked for that would have crushed you if they had arrived too soon. There were doors you wanted opened that would have led you into battles you were not yet strong enough to fight. I love you too much to give you something that would break you under its weight. So I waited, not because I enjoyed your pain, not because I ignored your tears, but because love does not rush what it intends to last. While you thought nothing was happening, roots were growing. While you felt stuck, foundations were being laid. While you saw only delay, I saw preparation. You were being shaped quietly. Patience you did not think you had was forming. Compassion you now carry was being deepened. Strength you would one day rely on was being built in silence. Silence is hard. It makes the mind loud. It invites doubt. It makes you question what you once trusted. But silence does not mean absence. Some of my most important work happens where noise cannot reach. I saw the nights you cried without answers. I saw the prayers you stopped praying out loud. I saw you lower expectations, just so it would hurt less. And I stayed close. I was with you when you felt alone, in rooms full of people. I was with you when you smiled for others. While your heart felt heavy, you mattered then. You matter now. Not one tear was wasted. Not one season was meaningless. Not one delay was accidental. I do not waste pain. I do not overlook quiet growth. I do not abandon my children. In the middle of their becoming, you survived things you did not think you would survive. You endured seasons you did not think you could endure. And you are still here. That strength did not come from nowhere. Came from me. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like staying when you wanted to quit. Sometimes it looks like believing again after disappointment. Sometimes it looks like continuing even when hope feels fragile. That mattered more than you know. I allowed time to shape you because what is coming requires depth. It requires discernment. It requires a heart that knows both sorrow and hope. You are not being rewarded for suffering. You are being trusted with what suffering prepared you to carry. Your path was different because your calling is different. I was not comparing you to anyone. I was guiding you along a path designed for you alone. What I am leading you into cannot be sustained by shallow roots. That is why preparation mattered. And now, something is shifting. You may feel it already. A quiet calm, a subtle anticipation, a sense that something is aligning. That is not coincidence. That is movement. Do not dismiss internal change. Peace returning is not small. Hope stirring again is not small. These are signs. I am restoring trust in your heart. I am healing places you learned to guard. I am preparing you to receive. This moment is not random. It is part of your unfolding story. You do not need the whole future. You only need to trust me. In this present moment, you are seen. You are known. You are deeply loved. Heaven is attentive. Heaven is responding. Stay with me, because in the next part, I will show you what is already moving toward you, why doubt speaks loudest, when change is closest, and how to recognize that your miracle has already begun. My beloved child, listen carefully now. What you have been waiting for is not standing still. It is already moving toward you. You may not see it clearly yet. You may not feel the full change on the outside, but movement has begun. Much of my work happens before your eyes can recognize it. Seeds break open underground, long before anything rises above the soil. Foundations are laid, long before buildings appear. In the same way, your miracle began in the unseen. While you thought nothing was changing, doors were loosening. While you assumed silence meant delay, alignment was taking place. While you questioned whether I was listening, heaven was responding with precision. Do not measure my work, only by what you can see. If you do, you will miss what is already unfolding. You may feel the change within you first, a calm replacing anxiety, hope returning quietly, clarity forming where confusion once lived. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Understand this clearly. Doubt often speaks loudest when change is closest. Fear senses when its grip is weakening, so it raises its voice. It reminds you of past disappointment. It whispers, "Do not get your hopes up." It tells you to protect yourself. I understand why those thoughts exist. They were formed in painful seasons, but they do not belong here. This is not the time to pull back. This is not the moment to disengage. This is not when you scroll away and treat this as just another message. This is the moment to stay present. Heaven is active right now. I am aligning details you could never arrange on your own. I am positioning people you have not yet met. I am removing obstacles you did not even know were there. What feels subtle now will soon become visible. Do not rush the process by demanding proof. Do not slow it down by retreating into fear. Stay open. You have spent so long bracing yourself for disappointment that peace feels unfamiliar. But I am inviting you to expect differently now. Not recklessly, not blindly, but trustingly. I am not asking you to force belief. I am asking you not to resist truth. When it arrives quietly, you are closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than you dare to hope. Progress is happening, even if circumstances have not fully caught up yet. Internal change often comes first. When your heart softens, when your mind quiets, when your spirit begins to believe again, these are signs that something real is taking shape. I am restoring what waiting tried to steal. I am lifting burdens you carried so long. You forgot what freedom felt like. This miracle is not coming to overwhelm you. It is coming to heal you, to align you, to restore what was always meant for you. That is why preparation mattered. That is why timing mattered. You needed the strength you now carry. Do not retreat now. Do not fall back into old habits of doubt. You have come too far to turn away. At the moment of movement, heaven has heard you. Heaven has responded. Heaven is moving. And as you remain attentive, open, and willing, you will begin to see, with your own eyes, what has already begun beneath the surface. This is not a distant promise. This is a present unfolding. Your miracle is not delayed. Your miracle is not forgotten. It is already on its way. Stay with me, because in the next part, I will speak clearly about timing, hesitation, and the step that turns movement into manifestation. My beloved child, stay with me. This is where everything comes together. I have spoken to you about waiting. I have shown you the purpose of silence. I have revealed that movement has already begun. Now I must speak to you about response, because alignment requires participation. There are moments when heaven opens a window, not forever, not casually, but intentionally. This is one of those moments. I am not rushing you. I am protecting you from hesitation. Hesitation is not harmless. It quietly hands opportunity back to fear. You have felt clarity before. You have sensed direction before. But you waited for certainty, and the moment passed. I do not want that to happen again. Hear this clearly. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a decision. You keep telling yourself, I will move when I feel more confident. But confidence grows after obedience, not before it. You keep waiting for peace to arrive before you take the step. but peace follows alignment. You already know the step you have been avoiding, the conversation you keep postponing, the door you know you must close, the boundary you must finally honor, the action fear keeps delaying. I am not asking you to do everything. I am asking you to do the next right thing. Fear has guided you long enough. What once protected you is now restricting you. When I am leading you forward, staying still will feel heavy. That heaviness is not wisdom. That tension is not peace. Peace moves with me. Release what you keep carrying. That no longer belongs to you. Release old disappointments. Release the need to control outcomes. Release the belief that joy must always be earned through pain. You are not being tested. You are being trusted. Trusted with more peace. Trusted with greater responsibility. Trusted with answered prayers. Do not look back at past failures and assume they define what comes next. Those seasons shaped you. They did not disqualify you. This moment requires courage, not perfection. Courage does not mean you are unafraid. It means you move, even when fear is present. Heaven responds to movement. When you take the step, support meets you. When you release, space is created. When you say yes, what has been waiting is allowed to enter. This is why timing matters. Not because I withdraw quickly, but because delay gives doubt time to speak louder. Do not let familiarity pull you backward. Do not let comfort keep you contained. Do not let fear convince you that staying the same is safer. What I am leading you into will not drain you. It will restore you. What is opening before you will not break you. It will align you. Trust what you feel stirring within you. That stirring is not confusion. It is confirmation. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You are standing at the threshold. So choose. Not tomorrow. Not later. Not when everything feels perfect. Choose now. Lower the walls. Take the step. Release the weight. Respond to the invitation. Because heaven is ready. What has been prepared is ready. What has been moving toward you is ready. And when you move, you will realize the waiting was not wasted. The silence was not empty. And this moment was never ordinary. It was the turning point. My beloved child, breathe for a moment. You have come this far not by accident. Every word you heard before this moment was not meant to inform you. It was meant to prepare you. Now I want to speak to the place in you that is tired of being strong, tired of explaining, tired of holding everything together. You have learned how to survive. You have learned how to endure. But survival is not the same as surrender. And this moment is inviting you into surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means loosening your grip on what you were never meant to control. You have been holding outcomes tightly. You have been replaying scenarios. You have been bracing yourself just in case disappointment comes again. That constant readiness to be hurt has exhausted your spirit. I see it. You tell yourself you are being realistic, but deep down you are afraid to hope fully. Hope feels risky now. Hope feels vulnerable. But hear me gently. You cannot receive with clenched hands. What I am bringing into your life requires open hands and an open heart, not because you are weak, but because trust is the doorway. You have asked me for peace, but peace cannot live where control refuses to loosen. You have asked me for clarity, but clarity grows when you stop rehearsing fear. You have asked me for change, but change asks something of you too. It asks you to let go of the version of yourself that learned to expect disappointment. That version helped you survive. Honor it, but it is not meant to lead you forward. There is a new posture I am inviting you into. Not guarded, not hardened, but grounded. Grounded in knowing that you are not alone in this anymore. You have been walking like everything depends on you. Every decision, every outcome, every failure, every delay. Lay that weight down now. I never asked you to carry everything. I only asked you to walk with me. There are confirmations coming that will not arrive loudly. They will arrive quietly, almost gently. A conversation that shifts something. An opportunity that feels aligned, not forced. A peace that shows up before circumstances change. Do not dismiss these things. Miracles do not always announce themselves. Sometimes they arrive as relief, sometimes as alignment, sometimes as the absence of resistance. I am teaching you to recognize what ease feels like again. Not laziness, not avoidance, but ease, the kind that flows from alignment. You have mistaken struggle for proof before. You believed if it was hard, it must be meaningful. But that belief has cost you rest. What I am doing now will not demand that you break yourself. It will stretch you, yes, but it will also support you. You will feel nervous and peaceful at the same time. You will feel unsure and steady at the same time. That is how you know I am in it. Let me say this clearly. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not catching up. You are arriving at a version of your life where you do not have to beg for what aligns with you, where you do not have to prove your worth, where you do not have to explain your healing. Some people will not recognize you here. That is okay. They knew the version of you that was still learning how to survive. This version is learning how to trust, and trust will feel unfamiliar at first. It may even feel unsafe, but safety does not always feel like comfort. Sometimes safety feels like growth. After a long season of stagnation, you do not need to see the entire path. You only need to stay responsive to peace, responsive to conviction, responsive to the quiet pull forward. I will not shout directions at you. I will guide you with clarity and calm. Pay attention to what brings life back into you. Pay attention to what drains you now. Your discernment is sharpening. Your sensitivity is returning. That is not weakness. That is healing. This is not the end of the story. This is the crossing point. And soon you will look back and realize this was the moment. Everything began to shift, not because everything changed at once, but because you did. You chose to trust. You chose to release. You chose to stay open. And heaven always responds to an open heart. Stay here. Stay present. Because what comes next will not just move around you, it will move through you, and you will finally understand. You were never waiting for the miracle. The miracle was waiting for you to believe you could receive it. My beloved child, now listen with a steady heart. This is where things begin to look different. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you are no longer the same person facing it. What you released in the last moment created space, and space invites movement. You may notice changes that seem small at first. A door opens without force. A conversation flows instead of resists. A decision feels clear instead of heavy. Do not overlook these moments. These are manifestations in their earliest form. You once believed manifestation had to arrive as something dramatic, undeniable, overwhelming. But often it arrives as alignment, life meeting you halfway. You are no longer pushing the river. You are learning to move with its current. Notice how you respond differently now. Where you once panicked, you pause. Where you once chased, you discern. Where you once settled, you choose yourself. That is evidence. The world responds differently. When you stop betraying your inner knowing, you will begin to feel more selective, not because you are closed, but because you are clear. What drains you will stand out quickly. What nourishes you will feel obvious. This is not you becoming cold. This is you becoming aligned. Some people may say you have changed. They will be right, but what they call change is actually integration. You are no longer fragmented, hopeful one day, guarded the next. You are learning how to stand in one place internally. That stability becomes magnetic. You may notice synchronicities, right place, right time moments, answers appearing just as questions form. These are not coincidences. They are responses. You are moving in rhythm now. But hear this with clarity. Manifestation is not control. It is cooperation. You are not commanding life. You are partnering with it. There will still be moments of uncertainty. Do not interpret them as setbacks. Growth does not remove uncertainty. It changes how you meet it. Instead of asking, "What if this fails?" you will begin asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift keeps you grounded. You no longer need to rush outcomes. You trust timing because you trust yourself. And that trust will lead you to make braver choices. Not impulsive ones, but honest ones. Honesty with yourself will unlock opportunities you could not access before, because clarity invites clarity. You will start saying no, without guilt, yes without fear, and maybe even goodbye, without resentment. These are signs of maturity, not loss. Let me tell you something important. What is unfolding now is not meant to look like anyone else's story. Do not measure it by speed. Do not measure it by visibility. Do not measure it by comparison. Measure it by peace. If your nervous system feels calmer, if your decisions feel cleaner, if your energy feels protected, you are on the right path. Your external world will continue to reorganize itself around your internal alignment, not all at once, not without effort, but with far less resistance than before. You are learning how to receive without guilt. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" You begin to ask, "How do I steward what is being given?" That question changes everything. You are stepping into responsibility, not the heavy kind that drains you, but the grounded kind that empowers you. This is embodiment. You are no longer waiting for permission. You are no longer waiting for proof. You are living from inner agreement, and life responds to that. Soon, others will feel it. They will sense your steadiness. Your presence will feel safe, clear, grounded. You will become a place of calm. In a world that rushes, that is influence. That is leadership. That is purpose expressing itself quietly. Do not rush ahead of yourself. Do not fear slowing down. Walking in alignment is not about speed. It is about direction. And your direction is true. You are not imagining this shift. You are not romanticizing it. You are not getting your hopes up for nothing. You are witnessing the natural result of trust put into action. This is what happens when belief becomes behavior. Stay attentive, stay honest, stay open, because this is not the end of the unfolding. This is the beginning of a life where manifestation is not an event. It is a way of being, and you are learning it now. My beloved child, you are no longer stepping into this alone. What you have entered now is not a moment. It is a way of living. You are beginning to understand something that once felt distant. Overflow is not about having more. It is about needing less to feel whole. You no longer reach outward in desperation. You move from fullness, and that changes everything. When you live from overflow, you stop forcing doors. You stop explaining yourself. You stop shrinking to keep peace. Peace now lives inside you. That is why your presence feels different. That is why your words carry weight. That is why silence no longer scares you. You are rooted. Overflow does not mean life will never challenge you. It means challenges no longer define you. You will face moments where the old patterns try to return. Old fears may whisper. Old habits may knock. Do not be alarmed. This is not regression. This is integration. Growth revisits old terrain to prove it no longer owns you, and you will notice something new. You recover faster. You regulate quicker. You return to yourself with ease. That is mastery. You are learning how to steward what you have been given. Steward your energy. Steward your time. Steward your yes. Not everyone deserves access to the healed version of you. Boundaries will become natural now. Not sharp, not defensive, but clear. Clarity does not need justification. You will feel less urgency to convince others. Truth does not argue. Let your life speak. Overflow will begin to touch others through you, not because you try to inspire, but because alignment is contagious. People will feel calmer around you. They will open up unexpectedly. They will sense safety. This is not coincidence. This is purpose expressing itself quietly. Do not rush to label it. Do not try to monetize it too quickly. Do not compare it to others. Let it mature. Overflow grows best when it is honored, not exploited. You may be tempted to do more, give more, fix more. Pause. Overflow does not mean depletion. You are allowed to receive rest. You are allowed to receive joy. You are allowed to receive ease, without earning it through exhaustion. Let your nervous system learn this truth. Life can be meaningful, without being overwhelming. This is a new agreement you are making with yourself. From this place, decisions will feel simpler. Not always easy, but clean. You will know when to stay. You will know when to leave. You will know when to wait. You will know when to move. Discernment is now part of who you are. Trust it. You are no longer asking life to prove itself to you. You are responding to what resonates. That is power. Quiet power. Sustainable power. And as you continue walking this way, you will realize something profound. You were never meant to chase miracles. You were meant to become the kind of person around whom things naturally align. This is overflow. Not loud, not rushed, not fragile, but steady, grounded, alive. Remain humble, remain present, remain teachable. And remember, overflow is not the end of the journey. It is the foundation for what you will now build. When you are ready, the next part will speak about legacy, what continues through you, what lasts beyond you, and how alignment becomes impact. Stay with me, my beloved child. Now we speak of what lasts. You have walked through preparation. You have learned alignment. You have tasted overflow. Now you are entering a quieter, deeper truth. Your life is no longer just about you, not in the way it once was. This does not mean you disappear. It means you expand. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when healing stops being the destination and becomes the foundation. You are standing in that moment now. The strength you carry is not loud. The wisdom you hold does not announce itself. But it is real and it is rooted. You did not gain it from books alone. You earned it through endurance, surrender, and choice. And now, life will begin to move through you. Legacy is not something you build later. Legacy is something you live now, in the way you listen, in the way you speak, in the way you choose not to harm. What you once had to fight to heal. You may not see it immediately, but your presence is already shaping rooms. Your calm is regulating others. Your honesty is giving permission. Your boundaries are teaching respect. Your softness is reminding people that strength does not have to be sharp. This is influence beyond visibility. You once believed purpose would arrive as a title, a platform, a clear role. But purpose is rarely that dramatic. Purpose often arrives as consistency, as integrity, as showing up the same way. Even when no one is watching, you are becoming a safe place, and that is sacred work. Do not underestimate it. People will remember how they felt around you long after they forget what you said or did. That is legacy forming in real time. But hear this carefully. Legacy does not require self-sacrifice. It requires self-honoring. You are not meant to pour yourself empty, to prove your worth. You are meant to overflow responsibly. You will be tempted at times to carry others again, to fix, to rescue, to overextend. Pause when that urge rises. Ask yourself, is this alignment? Or is this an old identity trying to return? You are no longer the version of you that survives by being needed. You now lead by being grounded. Let others walk their own path. Your role is not to drag, it is to illuminate. And illumination happens naturally. When you remain authentic, you will notice your values becoming clearer. What you tolerate will narrow. What you protect will deepen. This is not rigidity. This is refinement. Your life is simplifying, not because it is shrinking, but because it is becoming precise. Precision is power. You are learning where your yes matters. You are learning where your no preserves life. You are learning that not every opportunity is an assignment. Legacy is not built on urgency. It is built on intention. You will feel drawn to create, to mentor, to nurture, to contribute in ways that feel organic. Do not rush to define it. Legacy matures in seasons. Sometimes you plant, sometimes you water, sometimes you simply model. Model what it looks like to be emotionally honest, to rest without guilt, to choose peace without apology, to walk away without drama, to stay without fear. These are radical acts in a wounded world, and they ripple farther than you know. There may be moments when you feel invisible again. Do not panic. Invisibility is often incubation. The deepest roots grow in darkness. You are not being hidden. You are being anchored, so that when your presence is needed, it will not waver. Remember this: legacy is not about being remembered. It is about leaving things better aligned than you found them, people more whole, spaces more honest, energy more regulated, truth less afraid. You are already doing this, even now, and one day, quietly, without fanfare, you will realize your life became the answer to prayers you never heard spoken. That is legacy, not loud, not performative, but enduring. Stay humble, stay rooted, stay awake, because what flows through you now will outlive moments, seasons, and titles. And you were always meant to be a passage, not a destination. When you are ready, the next part will speak of continuation, how this alignment sustains itself through time, how cycles end without fear, and how you walk forward without losing yourself again. Stay with me, my beloved child. Now we speak of continuation, not beginnings, not breakthroughs, but what happens after alignment becomes familiar. This is where many souls become confused, not because they fall apart, but because life stops feeling dramatic. There is less chaos now, less urgency, less emotional noise, and the mind may ask, is something missing? Listen gently. Nothing is missing. You are stabilizing. You are learning how to live without adrenaline, without crisis, without constantly needing proof that you are moving forward. Peace can feel empty to a nervous system that learned to survive through intensity. So when stillness arrives, do not mistake it for stagnation. This calm is earned. Continuation is not about holding on tightly. It is about flowing without losing yourself. You will notice cycles ending. Without drama now, people drift instead of explode. Roles dissolve instead of collapse. Desires change without guilt. This is maturity. You are no longer forcing endings or clinging to beginnings. You are allowing life to breathe. And because of that, you will move forward without abandoning who you are. That is new. In the past, growth felt like loss. Healing felt lonely. Change felt like betrayal of your old self. But now you understand. You do not have to erase who you were to honor who you are becoming. Carry your past gently. Taught you discernment, taught you resilience, taught you compassion, but it no longer gets to decide. Continuation means checking in with yourself often, not with suspicion, but with curiosity. How does this feel in my body? Does this align with my values? Am I choosing from fear or from truth? These questions will keep you grounded. You will no longer abandon yourself for approval. You will no longer override your intuition to keep peace. You will no longer explain your no. That does not make you difficult. It makes you integrated. And integrated people move steadily. Some days will feel ordinary. Do not underestimate them. Ordinary days are where alignment proves itself. How you speak when no one applauds. How you rest when nothing is urgent. How you respond when old triggers knock softly. These moments matter. This is where your new identity stabilizes. You will also learn how to grieve gently, not because something is wrong, but because even healthy transitions require release. You may grieve old dreams that no longer fit, old versions of success, old identities that kept you safe. Let the grief pass through. It does not mean you chose wrong. It means you chose truth. Continuation requires patience with yourself. You will still make mistakes, but they will no longer spiral into shame. You will correct course, without self-punishment. That is healing completed, not healing lost. You are learning how to walk forward, without fragmenting, no longer hyper-independent, no longer self-abandoning, just present. And from this place, life will continue to open, not explosively, but reliably. You will trust yourself to handle what comes. You will trust life to meet you, and trust creates momentum that does not burn you out. One more thing you must remember: you do not need to keep proving this version of yourself. You do not need to defend your peace. You do not need to convince others that you have changed. Let consistency speak. Time will do the explaining for you. You are no longer chasing growth. You are living it, and living something is always quieter than announcing it. Stay soft, stay discerning, stay anchored, because continuation is not passive. It is a daily choice to remain aligned, even when life feels neutral, and that choice will carry you farther than urgency ever did. When you are ready, the next part will speak of return, not returning backward, but returning inward, again and again, so you never lose yourself. No matter how far you go, stay with me,